Click. Yo.
Get out of bed, bitches, because we're seeing a little bit of a pump. And we're seeing the pump happening in altcoins. And we're seeing the pump happening in the same altcoins that I told you to buy yesterday.
Much honor.
It's been a good day. Hold on a second. Just a second. Fred needs a tissue. Hold on. Fred needs a tissue.
Fred, still, buddy. Like, I'm actually worried about you. It's been a while now.
Yeah, bro. All right, good morning, Banter fam. So we're seeing a little bit of... Bro, if you need a tissue, that's fine. But, I mean, to go on live, whatever this is, and blow your nose like that is it's just unacceptable.
Yeah, it's just a little bit rude.
Yeah, December flu.
All
right, so we should talk about this Bitcoin pump. We should talk about some of the altcoins that are rallying, and we should talk about whether the worst may be over. I know that there is an article coming out today on our website about whether or not the worst is over. Let's, we're going to dig into that this show. That's what we're going to do.
And there's some great altcoins, definitely.
There's some great altcoins? Amazing, let's do it.
Click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew.
He's all about the DJ, baby. Crypto man. He's all about the DJ, baby. Uncle Ren's in charge. He's a crypto star. So savvy what he say. Fast money like a sports car. He's all about the DJ life. Make some money, change your wife. Big calls on the altcoins for the bull market hype. He's all about the DJ, baby. Crypto man. 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 Crypto man ran. Crypto banter. You got crypto questions, they got crypto answers. Jean-Claude Van Damme of the Banter fam. Could he kick it? Yes he can. Can he kick it? Yes he can. Crypto man ran. He's all about the DJ, baby. Crypto man ran. He's all about the DJ, baby.
I got no comment. No comment, Rand. Where are you? Your song's playing. Welcome to Rand Show. Let's get our star guest of the day on. Rand, nice to see you, buddy. How are you?
There is a battle of the songs right now on Spotify. My song is rated higher than yours. I mean,
mine just started. It's coming. It
could get higher over time. Welcome back, guys. I'm Crypto Man Rand. This here is over there. Is Sheldon Tantino. He's on vacation, but he still comes to you live every single day, and he brings you crypto love and crypto wisdoms and crypto giveaways and everything else, because that is how we look after our community. So if you're not part of our community, well, now is a great time to actually join our community. So join the community, like this video, subscribe to the channel. There are a few reasons why you should be subscribing. One, we are giving away the Banter Bags, and the Banter Bags are becoming like a behemoth project now. We got another, what do we get, $10,000 for Photochromic. Yeah, we got Photochromic gave us $10,000. Photochromic is actually a very cool identification protocol. So it's like you can call it a zero knowledge proof identification protocol. It is, it allows people to get a digital ID without actually disclosing their ID identification or credentials, let's call it, on the blockchain. And they are launching on CardStarter. And there's a lot of cool projects launching on CardStarter. In fact, yesterday, I think I tweeted something. So let's have a look at what I tweeted yesterday. Not following me on Twitter. You should be following me on Twitter. You should also be following Sheldon Tantino on Twitter. Lots of cool alpha dropping on Twitter. So here's a tweet that I tweeted yesterday. Another DEX on Cardano, AdaSwap, that is coming to CardStarter. I'm not sure when the launch is going to be, but I think this is one of the DEXs that actually has a chance of maybe being one of the better DEXs on Cardano. So this is one definitely to be watching. Another reason why you should be part of our channel is because we are going to Miami in January, or at least I'm going to Miami in January. Fred's going to Miami in January. Sheldon may or may not be going to Miami in January if he can get a visa.
I will get
if you want to join us, we're going to the North American Bitcoin Conference, and that is happening between the 17th and the 19th of January at the James L. Knight Center. Now, this has traditionally been one of the biggest. In fact, I think it has been the biggest Bitcoin conference in the world, if I'm not mistaken. And it's happening in Miami. It's basically a takeover of the entire Miami city. So now here is the deal. There are 250 free tickets to anyone in the Banter fam. There's a referral link below. You go to the Banter fam, you click on that referral link, you get a free ticket, but only 250 tickets. So that's it. Once the 250 tickets are gone, they're gone. Do me a favor. If you're not going to be in Miami, please don't use the ticket, because we need this for the Banter fam, because we want to have a banner meetup there. And if the flight restrictions are removed, I'll be there definitely. We'll try and get Sheldon there, and then we'll do the party that we promised you guys. So in the meantime, what we managed to get for you guys was 250 free tickets to this event. Please don't use them. The link is below. I'm trusting you guys, trusting these people. I'm trusting you guys not to use the link unless you're going to be in Miami, okay? Because then you're just taking away someone else's ticket that could be with us in Miami. Cool, Sheldino, let's look at the markets. Why is the studio still standing? Terrible studio. Let's look at the markets. Let's look at this Relif Bounce, and then we can decide whether it is a relief bounce or a belief bounce, or whether you believe the Relif Bounce.
So obviously, as I'm getting in now, I see I'm echoing. Why am I echoing? Am I fine?
You're fine.
Okay, cool. Well, what's your thoughts yesterday on Mr. Elon getting involved again? You know, like, even though he's not making as a big impact as what he did previously, but you know, he is the reason for the last bounce in the market. And all of a sudden, and the last time it happened that he just got involved, or he just had something better to say about the crypto market. You know, the market didn't just pump; it just slowly started to recover again. And it's quite weird that yesterday he got involved again, and now we're getting this little thing. It's like, not to say he's a massive influence, of course he always will be, but you know, like, I don't know, it's just happening at the same time, same stage, same everything. When fuel was so low, I
don't think that we should get excited about where we're at in the Bitcoin market. As you can see from your chart, we're still range bound. We're touching between bottom of range to top of range. We haven't broken any key levels. I will say this: it is looking more bullish, more green, more fun. But until we break some kind of trend, then it's just, you said it, it's going to accumulate up and down, up and down, and up and down in this range. That's exactly what it's doing.
The break can look to come around the weekend. So I was busy having a look this morning on how long we could take until getting to that trend. I see big movements happening by the weekend.
Okay. I mean, I guess there's a small options and futures close out this weekend, so on Friday. There's the Fed FOMC meeting today, which I think is going to be a big nothing burger. In fact, I think the markets are going to be relieved when it finishes.
And I think it's looking good. So same thing with Bitcoin right now, guys. It's just, I see it, same thing, ranging between this range until we get to the trend. And then we can look at a relief bounce. The reason why I'm still like quite that it's going to be an upwards bounce in the market is because of this long move to the downward side. We haven't had any real retracement for that to make any big decisions in the market. So, you know, anytime, even the previous big dumps, you know, nothing just continues. Let me just jump back in here. And if I show you, even after the big May drops that we had in this zone, you know, nothing continues in one straight line. You can see all the education videos I've been busy with, all the stuff still sitting here. But as you can see, guys, nothing goes in one straight line. We always have a push down. We will then have some sort of relief bounce, and then we can see from that where we start looking at. So I'm pretty confident by the end of the weekend, we're going to have a push to the upward side. And I am thinking now Bitcoin still between 54 and 55 in that region. And the break of 59K will give us a higher high and will show us that we're starting to now, you know, reverse some sort of trend. But main thing that I am starting to see, like I'm working off a lot of people's emotions, and I'm seeing that Twitter's starting to settle. Like, people were really bearish, you know, a week ago when the stuff was happening, and now everyone's like sitting in a really neutral phase. So I like to feel of how everyone's feeling, because that's usually when the big stuff happens. So yeah, Bitcoin ranging, you know, for the remainder of the week. What was quite interesting, obviously, is the dominance. To see that the dominance did break trend. It's come down to sort of test, and that's why we're obviously getting a nice little altcoin bounce at this point. And it will be nice to see that dominance still hasn't made any higher highs. So if we do now start getting a nice little range in the market, and this dominance doesn't turn in Bitcoin's favor, we are going to have a nice little alt catch up. Otherwise, the second option is closer to the end of the week. I see basically this dominance falling down here. I then see Bitcoin breaking trend. I see Bitcoin then rallying up in the region of 43, 44, somewhere in that zone, and then we can have an alt catch up. And like I said, I'm just looking for the next few months. I'm looking at this dominance to actually range, to not really make a clear decision, just range up and down, Bitcoin time, alt time, Bitcoin time, alt time, and looking at that. Now, obviously, just jumping back, it looks like ETH to BTC had the beautiful break, and now we've come to test support. So I'm looking at a really nice, strong ETH bounce coming up again. And I'd like to see ETH continue that strong rally that it was having during last week. I see that continuing again. And us now, looking at the next levels. And I'm still seeing, a good, if I look percentage-wise, I'm still seeing a good, 20 to 40, 50% growth on Bitcoin to ETH to Bitcoin. So ETH to outperform Bitcoin in that time. Looking at the USDT dominance, it is slowing down quite a bit. So it just means the people flowing into USDT, it was very aggressive last week. It is starting to slow down. We are starting to make lower highs. So people are now calming and not jumping so much into USDT. They're not panicking out of the actual market. And the only other thing, obviously, was the leverage you were talking about. But I do feel if Bitcoin rallies to, 55, anywhere there, and then a shakeout then to 48, it might be exactly what we need for that shakeout again. So we can't just say it will drop further now. We can have a little push up and then another little shakeout and then continuation for that. So that's looking good. But I'm getting to that thing where the market's getting comfortable now. It's starting to get used to where the price is. They're starting to get over it, what's basically happened. Stock market is still looking good. Had a small pullback yesterday, but still holding beautiful trend. And now I'm looking at some of the alts that I've missed. And, looking this morning, we're starting to get some alts that are breaking some structure now. And the first one is AVAX. Avalanche is starting to break beautifully. At any point today, it can come test between $89 and $90. But I want to be loading up because from here, I am seeing it rally between, $110, $115. Then a small test back and continuation. I think that was the temporary low for AVAX. It's come and filled a really big, important support zone. And what I like about AVAX, better than where Bitcoin's sitting right now, is that we've come down and we've moved sideways. Remember when I said Bitcoin came down very quick and it had this long wick and then the price goes up and they come down and fall? AVAX has been holding here for the last, 2 weeks. It's literally tested here 5 times already. And that means the big guys are able to stock up at the zone. And every time it's getting to a level, it's getting bought up. Then it comes back, gets a level, bought up, bought up, bought up. That's continuing. So AVAX is one of my favorites that are looking great right now. We then have, let's just jump in here. We then have Solana, which I think Solana's at a really good price now. I think we're getting at a good zone. There might be, at any point to 160 in those zones, but I'll be buying. I'll look to really dollar cost into Solana right now at these levels.
How's ETH doing today? ETH. How's ETH?
Yeah. So this is actually looking fantastic. Where we're looking at. So we are getting a little bounce from Sol to ETH. We are. So I will see this probably make its way in the region of here to the zone over here, and then continuation down to that leg, because that's when I see that ETH BTC chart turning. I see the ETH dominance turning. I still see ETH having a really strong Q4 and the end of this year. So ETH's still going to beat. Yeah, it's still going to beat Solana, and that's the only. I do apologize for that, but it is still going to. It's still going to win. Just the market that we're in, it's not a completely crazy bullish market, and ETH does perform better when we have a stable or a volatile. So yeah, you will be eating fish.
I have to check the video. Because I think I said, I may have said, I don't remember. I think I may have said, if the market goes up only.
But we can't do that. Even though the time before that.
Listen, Banter fan, do me a favor. Just go back and check and say, did I say if the market went up? Because if I did, then the bet's off. But if it's on, then it's on. I think I said, but don't worry, the Banter fan will tell us.
So what happens if the market's going up in the last week? Like it counts, sir.
No. I said if no wait. I think I may have said. I'm not sure. I think I may have said that. This only if the market goes up will Solana beat ETH. I think. But if I didn't say it, I'll eat the fish. Regardless, I think you're going to lose the bet. You and Craig are going to eat fish together. You're going to eat fish together. You and Craig are going to eat your fish together.
We'll see.
You want some French fries?
No. I'm all good. I'm not losing this one. I'm definitely not losing this one. I already had to shave my head the
Actually,
first time.
do me
Like
a
I
favor.
stuck to my.
Somebody
Yeah.
go back to the video and just, I'm not sure what I said, and I'll obviously stick to my word because that's just who I am. But I want you to just check whether I said only if the market goes up. I think I said it. I may not have said it. If I did say it, I did say it. If not, then I'll eat the fish if I lose.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll let the community decide that one. So Solana, I definitely think the next one, guys, is quite interesting.
I'll go for an anesthetic on my tongue and I'll go for an injection that blocks the smell in your nose. So I'll be completely numb. Then I'll eat the fish.
So what I'm looking at with this one, guys, is quite interesting. I know, the layer 2, ETH layer 2, I think there's a lot of airdrops coming. There's a lot of things coming to that thing. And I think IOTA is really a good one to get in. And there's massive news on it as well, guys. You buy some IOTA, you then look to stake it on their platform. And there's some really big airdrops coming. I know of 2 that are coming. That I saw this morning. So look on that as well, guys. I've seen some airdrops really change a lot of people's lives as well, just by understanding, where to be supporting. So I think there is some massive airdrops coming on IOTA. So do some research on that. Chart-wise, it looks fantastic. It's reversed all the way back down to fill this imbalance. You remember what happens here? Price moves too quickly. So they slowly eventually bring price back down to these levels. And as soon as it's getting to these zones, big guys are buying up. So, chart-wise, it's looking good as an investment as well as obviously the looking at getting some airdrops and using the platforms. They're really good at rewarding. So IOTA's looking great. I'll then looking at Fantom as well. Fantom, I really think you guys need dollar cost. It's come and filled that gap, guys. So where we're sitting now with Fantom, I don't see it sitting much longer at 1.2 to 1.3 anywhere in that zone. I really see it rallying back close to the $2, if not a lot more at the zone. So Fantom, definitely I'll be stocking up at these levels over here. DOT as well. DOT's come and filled these gaps and it keeps bouncing. It's already bounced 4 times here. So DOT, nothing moves in a straight line like this, guys. Same way to the upward side. When it moves up in one direction, eventually we have a turn. And this has not had any retracement. It's literally just gone straight. We are going to get a nice bounce at some point. So definitely take advantage of dollar costing these zones. So DOT is good. As I was saying as well, Render, it's just broken that trend and now it's tested it. So for me, that's a buy. The other 2 that I'm looking at, which is starting to move now, and you can see nothing moves. We're going to get a nice little strong rally bounce or something from this, is Elrond, EGLD. I think it's cheap now. This coin a month ago was sitting at $550. We're now sitting at $278 now, and we've just broken this nice strong trend to the downward side, the strong wedge. And I am seeing us at least make our way to $400 from here. So I see big gains coming from Elrond. And the next one we spoke about as well, which is Energy Web, which was getting beautifully going when the market was strong. And it went there quickly. So price usually likes to go back there quite quick as well. So I am seeing Energy Web. I'm seeing a good 60, 100% gains from Energy Web. And where we're buying it now is at a really good zone.
Yeah, I must say, I did buy that one. I think it's a good one. I think that's a good one. I'm looking at the fundamentals, and the fundamentals are doing amazing stuff.
Yeah. So that's all looking great. And I'm patient. So those I'm stocking up, the IOTA ones. I don't want to miss those airdrops. And I think AVAX, Fantom, Render, I think they're fantastic coins. We know what they do when the market turns bullish. The market did not break high time frame, non-bull run structures. We saw that on the weekly with Bitcoin. So I'm expecting that weeklies hit the bottom. All the weeklies have hit the bottom. I am seeing a nice little bounce. And I just think we're going to have a more gradual growth in a more crazy volatile market from Q1. I think we're just going to slow down and slowly reclaim what we're getting at. But I think overall the market's good.
Okay. So just a couple of things. Let's just look at the coins that we spoke about. I think... Let's just talk about Kucoin. I think there's going to be a lot of buys that are going to start happening now on Kucoin, because Kucoin is it's the exchange that has the most altcoins that we talk about. So if you guys don't have an account on Kucoin yet, there is a link in the description below. Open an account there. In the next couple of days, we're going to be doing airdrops and giveaways to our Kucoin community. Have an account. You don't need to deposit money, but just have an account so that it's ready if you need to pull the trigger, because that's what happened. So some of the things that I did buy, Superfarm 136 that I spoke about on the show yesterday. I also spoke about what else? Trader Joe. I think also up 20% today, 17% today, and I still think that QuickSwap may be a good buy. I think it's been it's been kept down for too long, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's it for now. And remember, we can range. So any dips to those lows again, that's your dollar costing time. And the traders, I think from next week, the traders are gonna have some fun again.
Alrighty, we'll see you guys again. So wait, tomorrow, are you doing a show in the morning? It's a vacation day in South Africa. Are you doing a show tomorrow?
It's up to you. Are you doing a show in the afternoon? I'll do
I'm
one
not doing
show.
one afternoon because it's my son's birthday tomorrow, so I'm spending the afternoon with my son. So I'm not doing a show tomorrow. But I am doing a big show on Friday. Friday is Big Banter, the banter that we postponed from last week.
I'll update on Twitter. I will update.
Okay, so Sheldon will let you guys know on Twitter. Tomorrow, there's no second show, but there is, Sheldon will let you know about the first show. There is a show today at 9 a.m. EST for those that are watching. We're going to be talking about how not to lose money in crypto. So that's a good one. Fred's looking at me like, he didn't tell me this.
Excited to hear it.
He's excited to hear it. Okay. All right, we'll see you guys later, 9 a.m. EST. Until then, trade well, my friends.